I got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Where down in my heart? Where down in my heart? I got the joy. Hey, what is going on? All you movie-loving badasses, horror fans, and video game gurus out there. It's your boyfriend Samurai Guy back again with another video, movies, TV show discussion. That's what we like to do here on the channel. We have fun, even if we're agreeing and disagreeing. It's a good time. That's right, hanging out with Samurai Guy and the Radical one. That's right, yes. Radical Reggie.
I returned.
That's right. He is back yet again, and we always have a blast here talking film. Hold on one second. Let me make sure I get the comments up here. You know how we gotta do. We gotta get it right here. All right. Roll call. Let's see who is here. Thanks again, Reggie, for hanging out with me and talking movies and cinema and series. Yeah, man, it's always fun. Jake Hall in the house. What's going on? Gilbert Berger, Ace Maestro. Who else we got here? Let's see. Adam Evans. Oh yeah. And more badasses are slowly trickling in. We got Samuel Stokes, Severio. What's going down? Who else we got here? Was that the Sexy Sumo? I don't know. Knowing him, he probably come in a little bit later. So, no, there he is. Oh, look at that. Perfect timing. Sexy Sumo just popping up. He's like, hey, how's everybody doing? We're doing good, man. We're doing good. Well, one of us is doing a little better than the other. Samurai Guy's tired. I'm gonna do the best I can tonight, guys, to get through the stream. I'm kind of tired. I'm kind of exhausted after watching the show, but we're gonna get into it. And here's the fun thing, guys. We're always fair and honest and open mind here on the channel. There's no shills or sellouts here. We are always honest. You know, for better or for worse, for some people, right? And it's always awesome to have you guys tuning in to watch, even if you guys agree to disagree. But what's cool about this platform is we're most likely going to have two, because I got an inkling of what Reggie's review is going to be, and we're going to rate this at the end for fun. And but I have a feeling I'm going to differ a little bit, maybe a lot, but you guys get to hear both sides. And the cool thing about this is at the end of the stream, you guys, you know, depends on what you hear from both of us, you guys have the freedom, that's right, America, to decide if it's something you're interested in and you want to check it out on Netflix. All right. It's the power is yours.
Yes.
That's right. All right. So let's go ahead. And what's up, Lone Wolf? Got Lone Wolf showing up in here. Let's go ahead and jump into Resident Evil. So,
yes,
we did the trailer reaction with Joel Valley. Shout out to Joel from Media Glitch. That's right. A while back, we were kind of like, okay, some of the action and stuff from the trailer, I was like, all right, I just want to be entertained. That's all I want, right? And we kind of got the vibe that they're doing their own thing. So I want to make, and that's fine. I'm perfectly fine with that. So I just want to just state this now before we start. I have absolutely no problems at all with a property being rebooted if it's going to be good, but I don't have an issue with someone at least taking a stab at it, like, hey, let's try to do something different. I don't have, hey, you know what? We're going to take this franchise, but we're going to do our own thing. It's a reboot. So set aside the games and the movies. We're going to do our own thing. We're going to add brand new characters. And I have no problem with that, right? But it's still got to be good at the end of the day.
Right.
And if it's not good, I'm probably most likely going to have some issues with it, or vice versa. But I just want to state that first. I don't have an issue with any of this. But it still has to be good. All right. So let's go ahead and just start with the first episode. I'm going to do my best to try to go in order of each episode, but
okay.
Welcome to New Raccoon City. It says, when the Wesker kids move to New Raccoon City, the secrets they uncover might just be the end of everything. Reggie, what did you think of the first episode?
I thought it was a good introduction. Lance Reddick, I feel like he did a really good job, setting the tempo in the episode. He kind of set the level. I felt that the first episode was good, but I felt like the back and forth was kind of confusing in a way. I don't know if you felt the same way.
Flashbacks. going to
Yeah,
real
I don't
time
like that. I don't like
flashbacks.
that kind of stuff in the first episode because it kind of turns me off. Like, oh god, they're doing this already. So it's like that was annoying.
Right.
But I thought the caterpillar was well done. I
Okay.
thought the zombies were pretty cool.
Okay.
Jade's character, I'm unsure about in the first episode. So I felt like they're trying to force the badassery a little bit.
Right.
Maybe that's just me. I don't know. But
Oh no, you're
I
correct.
okay, I'm not talking about those like that. I don't like when they force that stuff. You can always tell if you're a movie watchers like us, man. We can always tell when the stuff is forced, man. You
Yes.
have to let these characters like just build something on their own.
Yes.
And I felt like they tried to force it too much. That's
Right.
but there's a reason for it. Obviously, the flashbacks, whatever, like that. You have to see how she became like that. But when you go to the flashbacks, she's still like trying to act like a tough guy or whatever. So it's like I don't know, man. Her character is up in the air. But I did like the first episode. I thought it was pretty good.
Okay. All right. So already we have a divide here. Seller says I refuse to watch it, but Daniel says he watched the first 3 episodes and really enjoyed it. So there
Thank
you go.
He's all right. He's a cool guy.
There you go.
One more thing I want to go over real fast in the first episode. I think one of the coolest scenes in that episode was the principal office scene. I thought that was well done by Lance Reddick. You remember that scene, right? When the girl.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that in a second.
Okay. I'm jumping too far.
Oh
okay,
no,
cool.
it's fine. Ace here. I just wanted to play. Click on Ace's comment. I was gonna get to that a little bit later, Ace, but I wanted to say before I started the series. That was my mindset. Was they're doing their own thing? But did you know that, Reggie? That they did kind of tie it together, so it does kind of connect to. It is canon in a way.
I mean, there is more like in more references, I would say. Obviously there's a person named Wesker in there. They one character was named Barry, so people are like, oh my god, Barry, just like in the video game. So
well, they acknowledged the 2009, what happened when he died, and Raccoon
5,
City, and what happened in Raccoon City when they had to nuke. So they did acknowledge that. So oh no, it's all good, Ace. All right, so first off, Reggie thought the first episode was very fair.
Yes.
He was just kind of like, well, the kind of forcing the badassity with the character of Jade, adult Jade. I agree with that. Yeah. All right, let me get into my first. I did enjoy the production value. Definitely has a
very well done.
28 Days Later vibe to it, and this you can tell it did cost some money for this show. So this is a positive for the show, and sometimes the CGI is really good, and sometimes the CGI is a little mixed. But overall, in terms of the whole show, the production values very good. This shot alone, right here, I guarantee you, cost more than the entire movie of Welcome to Raccoon City.
Huh. Wow.
Little lag. Can you see me yet?
Yes, I see you.
There we go. All right. There's some lag there. I was trying to get rid of the image. But that is a positive to the show. I will admit that. See, Samurai Guy's got some positives there. Yeah. But, we have, Resident Evil, our umbrella. We try to do our thing. We try to sell our product, Joy. We're trying to get it out there. And Wesker's kind of like, hey, just let's not rush it. We don't want a similar incident like before, right? So, again, positives. Some of the special effects are pretty good. Production value is great for the first episode. And I did enjoy Lance Reddick in that one scene where he, as an actor, I enjoyed his scene where Billy was getting bullied and whatchamacallit, he had to set that guy straight. The father of the girl that was bullied.
I wanted her to be put in jail. That was crazy, right?
Yeah. But in terms of actor performance, delivery, and all that, Lance Reddick's. I'm gonna just get this out right now. Lance is the only great actor in this movie. Lance Reddick outacts everyone in this movie. In my opinion, that's just me. That's just me. He is the glue. If you guys want to keep watching, I'm just saying. He's the reason to watch. He
is the main reason why I wanted to watch it. When they put him in it, I was like, because he's one of my favorite actors. So I said, I'm definitely going to watch it. I would have still watched it, but it gave me more like incentive to watch it immediately. So which I did when I found out it was actually out. So
all right, now it's time for Samurai Guy's negatives. So again, and sorry, there's a delay here, which is a pain in the ass. I had an open mind, but what I was not expecting, and I was in terms of quoting Star Wars dialogue, I have a bad feelings about I had bad feelings about this. A bad feeling about this. I was not expecting the CW to show up. I this was not what I wanted. I did not want this at all. When you see stuff like this, I was kind of like Resident Evil, huh? I just wasn't really feeling it, man. I'm just being honest. This is just my experience, Reggie. I personally wasn't feeling it. And here's the thing: high school shenanigans is that's not what I came for. I don't, again, you're rebooting it. You're telling your own story. You're bringing us new characters. Perfectly fine with that. But the setting, the high school setting, man, it was killing me. And here's the thing: if you're gonna want us to enjoy high school, it better be fucking interesting, okay? And shows like this gets greenlit, but Deadly Class gets canceled.
Oh, really? I didn't know it got
Oh,
canceled.
you hardcore fans out there, yo, if you've seen Deadly Class, you know what I'm talking about. This show
Wow,
should not have been canceled after first season.
that's messed
Again,
up.
high school season. I mean, a high school setting. It's got to be interesting, And I just wasn't feeling it, man. I just wasn't feeling it.
Okay.
And Jade, I fucking hated. First episode, I wanted her to die immediately.
Well,
Like I just couldn't. I couldn't take it.
I agree. That scene right there that you showed, that was a scene after Billy had gotten into her fight at school,
Yeah.
and Wesker and Lance didn't know about it, and she knocked his laptop off the table. Like, what kind of a child would do that? That's insane. So I was like, wow, that was, I don't know. She was not likable at all. I agree with you on that.
But my problem with young Jade here is that, in my opinion, this is just me, she remained that way through the rest of the series.
Yeah.
I never once eased up not liking young Jade throughout the whole show. Like I just no, I'm done.
She was mean.
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah. And my parents would have slapped the shit out of me if I did something like that.
Yeah. It's like
it was a different time then. But
right.
here. It looks like we're having lagging issues here. We're live, buddy. Let me know. Am I back? Let me know if we're back. Okay. All right. Let's keep it going. Now, let's fast forward to real time. All right. Real time. Okay. So we explained what Jade was doing in the beginning of the episode, Reggie. What your older Jade. What was she was out there scavenging, but what was she trying to figure out?
Honestly, I totally forgot. I know that she was like testing the zombies to see if they would react to that rabbit.
Right.
I don't know. I forgot the exact reason why, but it was a test. She was testing the zombies' reactions for some reason, and she got caught by the zombies. But she had traps displayed, which were actually pretty cool, which you see in the first episode, and then you see our first monster. But then she was trying to get some information, and she's trying to get back home. And this is where the first episode, where she gets stuck in the first episode. She's trying to get back because the situation has changed pretty much. She gets kidnapped, and
okay.
Well, can I say kidnapped? Because they actually helped her in a way, because she was knocked out, almost dead.
Helped her until they found out. Ooh, we can trade her in, get some profits. Yeah, that's what she was doing. She was out there doing her thing, scavenging. Can't wait to get home to her husband and child. Right. But right when the big caterpillar, kaiju style, picked her up, first it was face to face with her, and it didn't eat her. And I was like, okay. And then it picked her up and slammed her, and then she didn't die. And I was like, what? How is she not dead or paralyzed?
Yeah.
And then we're gonna keep that theme going until something gets revealed. Episode 2. First of all, what did you think of this guy when he showed up?
I know. I'm about to say Baxter. Yes, he's the villain. I was laughing because they were playing the evil bad guy music and they were zooming in on him, and I just started laughing.
Oh,
I'm
me
like,
too, dude.
get out of here with this dude. Like, seriously? You know what I thought of? Do you remember that scene in that movie Triple X with Van Diesel?
Yeah.
When Danny Trejo came into the room and then they all started laughing when he took off the sunglasses because he's supposed to be like a bad villain, and they all just laughed at him instead. That's what I felt when I watched this scene. And even another funny thing, he actually tripped when he was walking down the stairs. I don't know if anybody noticed that.
I
It was
did.
hilarious.
But I was laughing hysterically right at the same time where he just and the music, the camera zooms in and all that.
I thought he was corny. I was like, dude, just out of here. But he actually grew on me.
He did me as well, but Ace Maestro says the sense of smell, the blood smell. I guess we're going back to.
That's the question of what Jade was trying to do.
Okay, yeah. But he is introduced. He working for Umbrella, right? Those guys sell her out, and then she's like, "Well, fuck you, I'm out." And then she jumps off the fortress that they were at. She jumps off the scaffolding, lands 50 feet. And she should be dead again. And I'm like, what is happening?
I'll bring up a point. So
again, it's going to be explained later, but
right.
Go ahead.
And also too, I forgot she was she had discovered that zombies were blind and they don't have any hearing. They just go off their sense of smell.
Right.
That's what the experiment was in the beginning.
Right. Thank you for clarifying that. But yeah, she's not dead, and I'm like, okay, that's the second time she's not dead. Right, and then we have a semi-entertaining action sequence where her escaping. She meets up with one of the other scavengers on the vehicles, and they escape. You get some running over some zombie action, which was fun. And then, unfortunately, the driver didn't make it. He ended up.
Yeah, and that's where what was cool. The Twister zombie came in there. The zombie that was twisting around.
Oh, in the back, yeah.
That was pretty cool. And they just start falling off of the bridge and landing and just like attacking them because the first one fell into the car. Then just convulsed turned around. I thought that was really cool. So I thought that was a cool zombie.
Right. Yeah, the zombie makeup is also a positive.
Yes.
The makeup effects, that is also a positive on the show. So I have to give the show its due for that.
That's right.
Production value, and the makeup effects of the zombies. That's right. My favorite zombie I'll tell you about it later when we get to that episode. All right, let's see. Let's keep going here. So to The Devil You Know. To elude Umbrella, Jade seeks help from an unlikely source as Albert tries to cover for his daughters, and Billy begins to exhibit troubling symptoms. And that's because earlier we had a sequence where Billy's a vegan, and it was in a news article that Umbrella doesn't experiment on animals, and she was walking through the what you call what's the name of their facility?
Yeah,
and she saw them taking animals to a room. She wanted to go and investigate. So they take their voice message, and then basically Billy and Jade sneak into the facility to basically uncover the shenanigans. I have a question, Reggie. For this multi-zillion-dollar company, where are the cameras?
They don't feel like they need them because it's on lockdown like that.
Is that what it is?
That's what I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Where's the security? At night, they got no security at night walking around.
I mean, remember, it's like a whole Umbrella base, so they're like they feel like the security is like when you enter the city. I guess maybe that's what it was, but nothing. They didn't feel like they needed it. I mean, the way you get into the buildings with a voice, so.
Right. They're that cocky.
Yeah, they were.
Umbrella is penisy.
But I wanted to talk about the scene that I thought was dumb when we got to the laboratory. So they're seeing these animals there, and she saw something. She heard something in the safe that was like, I think it was like growling or just making a sound. Yeah. But why the hell would you open it?
Exactly.
Not know it was, what I'm saying? That part bothered me. But maybe that's a kid thing. I guess some teens would probably do that. I don't think they would, but I just thought that part was terrible. But whatever.
Very well said. Very well said. But I have my bootleg notes here, and I wrote down. We have let's see. Wesker zombie rat gets free towards the end there. But but I enjoyed this scene out of the. I'm still not fans of the girls. I don't give a shit. I don't really give a shit about anybody, especially the CEO with her over the top
I loved
evil
her.
acting. Woo! All right, Reggie. Hey, as long as you
She
loved
did
her, as long as
good.
you enjoy. I was hurt, man. But it's all good. It's all good. But I did like this about what's going on in this scene and what led up to this scene, Reggie.
Yeah, that was a good one.
What how did she get here? What was she looking for? Do you remember?
So after she had escaped, she got to this city, and she remembered somebody she knew there, a guy named Barry. Hey, reference to the video games, some of you guys. And but the Barry wasn't home, and his wife was there, and his wife was saying, "Hey, he's not here right now." And she was trying to get some information on how to get smuggled to her back to her people. And she went to the restroom, and she found out that the wife was actually lying, that Barry was in there. He had got sick, and he handcuffed himself to the bathroom, so he wouldn't hurt his wife. But the wife was feeding him some catnip. That's how he was. No, I was kidding. There wasn't catnip. She was feeding him cats. The
Right.
cat she had around the house, and it was so
Yeah.
messed up, man. Because I love cats, so it's
Yeah.
like, oh gosh. But
Yeah. But I would have to say, in terms of just a scene, a sequence, there was a little bit of suspense here.
well, yeah, especially the zombie
I
like ripping its body apart just to get to her. Like that
Mhm.
was insane. Like
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, that was probably. I think that might have been on my bootleg notes here. Yep, that was the only episode.
Okay.
Did you have anything on you? Did you like it? Did you have anything on your notes that you liked or didn't like for episode 2?
I mean, Baxter surprised us again, which was awesome. Like I said, the guy was growing on me. I thought he was cool.
Yeah.
But the only part that really stood out to me in the second episode was that bathroom scene, and the part where Baxter surprisingly shows up again, takes those
Right.
people out. I thought that was cool. So,
All right.
yeah.
All right. All right. Episode 3, The Light.
Ooh,
So
yeah, here we go.
Jade helps guide a small group of survivors into the channel, but terror awaits about Joy's horrific side effects. All right. So Lance Reddick again killing it as an actor in the show. However, he knows he knows that in 3 days it's probably not going to work out. Or something bad, there's a chance of something bad really that might happen. But he lets his daughter go back to school, which is kind of confusing to me. And at this point, young Jade kind of knows what's going on through her research. So she knows something potentially bad could happen. Just kind of confused and annoyed. That's my experience, unfortunately, with a lot of these episodes. Confused and annoyed. Well, anyway, let's get back to it here. So we have the Jade again, like you said, is continuing trying to escape. She meets up with these people that, unfortunately, like you were saying, Baxter took out with those drones. They fucked a whole bunch of people up trying to escape.
They did.
Right. But I enjoyed the liquor attack. I enjoyed the liquor attack. The CGI of the dog, is it better than the CGI of the dog in Welcome to Raccoon City? Yes.
I think so.
The CGI of the dog in Welcome to Raccoon City was worse than Resident Evil 1 CGI dog.
Yeah,
Which
it
really
was
a real dog. They just CGI enhanced parts of it. But the liquors, what did you think of the liquors? What did you think of that?
I vaguely remember them, to be honest with you. I mean,
It was quick.
It must have been a short part. Yeah, I don't remember them that well, to be honest.
So that's not a good sign. Reggie can't remember it. And you know why Samurai Guy remembers
What?
it? Because I'm desperate to be entertained, because I was kind of like, I'm gonna be honest, man. After that first episode, bro, I almost gave up on the show. Like, I was just like, done, man. But I have an open mind, and Samurai Guy's patient, so I decided to finish it. But yeah, let's go back to the CGI dog here. Definitely better than the Welcome to Raccoon City's dog.
Yep.
I forgot to mention that to basically cover up for his daughters,
Mm-hmm.
before the shenanigans of him letting her go back to school.
That part, yeah, where
yeah,
I remember the part where the blood and everything. That scene where he puts the blood on his
yeah,
face. I was like,
yeah.
man,
I
so
know,
that was well done.
I know. Again, Lance Reddick, man,
Yeah,
he's so good. But yeah, Samurai Guy was desperate for some
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 action, huh?
action here. So again, a creature meets up with our hero and doesn't attack her and kind of lets her get away. I'm kind of confused by this, but anyway, was that scene? All right, let's keep on going here. Let's see, episode 3. Oh yes, also we had the giant spider attack.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think of that?
I thought that was good. The guy, I remember hearing the guy being terrified, and his sounds were cut off, obviously by the spider, and they saw that thing running at him. I thought that was a really entertaining scene, and I thought it was great that they didn't just run in a straight line. They said,
Yeah,
"Hey, let's hide here first and everything." But I did not think the guy needed to go out there and attack the spider when they were safely hidden. But
exactly.
but at the
I'm
same time,
yeah,
spiders. I mean, a spider. Maybe the spider would have been just waiting for him, thinking no one ever
yeah,
around. So maybe that's why he did it. But that was a good
yeah.
kill. That was a
Yeah,
good
oh
kill.
yeah, split him in half, right? I
Yeah,
think
not,
that's
you
what
know,
happened
it
to him.
stabbed
Yeah,
him a little bit,
yeah,
poisoned him, and then they ripped
and
him in
then
half. And they saw that, so
yeah,
that brings the terror to them. So I thought that was great.
yeah,
And but I thought it was kind of killed a little bit by the way Jay took care of him. Like obviously the door dropping on the spider. I thought that was kind of like anti.
yeah.
I don't know. It didn't feel right, but whatever. But what do you think of that part? Do you think it was a good way for Spider to
Again,
go?
I'm desperate, so I like
Yeah.
the spider scene. I was just kind of like,
And
yeah, man, I need to see some action or something. Come on, I don't give a shit what's happening in the plot,
you'll take
man.
what you can get.
Give me something. Ace says the lickers hunt off sound. That's why it didn't jump her right away. So which is weird because the people that were trying to escape with her weren't making noises, but they were getting killed.
Mm.
But the umbrella guys were shooting their guns, but they were fine. So that's a little weird. But yeah, let's get back to it here. Was there anything else in that was happening? So I was like, okay,
It's hard to remember everything that happens in every episode, like as I kind of like
yeah,
watch it all jumbled up together, especially with the back and forth getting, you know what I mean? It's kind of
yeah.
weird,
Was
but
that at this point of episode 3? Was the back and forth to the flashback, flashback, real time?
mm,
Did that still kind of bother you around episode 3?
it didn't bother me, but it confuses me in a way, like kind of sometimes remembering what happened in each episode sometimes because you're
Right,
dealing with
right.
flashbacks too, so that gets kind of like off-putting. But what stood out the most though, obviously, was a spider. The spider was taking care of business in the beginning, so
Yeah, for sure. I believe this happened also in episode 3. They're
okay.
meeting with their the group that was with them. I forgot the
The
shareholders. I forgot what they were called, but they're the people with the money. Basically,
right.
they're meeting with them because she wants Wesker to push the date up so they can release Joy and get it out there. But he still has his concerns, and he puts on the table the zombie rat. you know,
Mm-hmm.
this might happen. Let's hold off here. Let's kind of wait.
Mm-hmm. But when
What do you
money's
think of
on
that?
the table, they try to say, "We don't care."
Yeah, we don't care. We don't care. It's
That's
like,
basically what they were
well,
telling him.
it's like, well, how many doses does it take for this to happen? And then,
And
he
he told him how many. It was like
yeah,
he didn't have
like
the exact number, but
who's gonna take all that at once? Come on.
mm-hmm. That's
All
funny.
right. I so yeah, I will admit, episode 3, Samurai Guy did wake up. I woke up
Okay.
a little bit. All right, episode 4, the Toyne. Jade and Baxter find them Hood's demented leader, and which we never seen that guy again after they ran out when the zombies got freed. We never saw the leader of the Brotherhood again.
No.
Teenage Jade and Billy received distressing news about their father. So right after Jade escapes the giant spider invasion, fat guy Baxter picks her up But then they both actually end up getting captured by the
Yeah.
Brotherhood. That's right.
But Baxter was really cool. He assured her, "Hey, we're safe because I have a tracking device on me." So Baxter kind of becomes like an anti-hero in this episode. I would say, he's not so much the villain anymore. But
Yeah.
and he opens up. He has some funny jokes. He actually talks about his family and everything like that. How he has to get back to him. How he's working hard, and he shows her a picture of his family.
There's 2 dogs.
I said, "This guy's going to be over, man. You got to keep him alive."
I was kind of like, again, I'm kind of checked out because I don't care about the characters except Lance, and I don't really care about the story that much. So I'm again grabbing for entertainment, and the guy that I was like, oh Jesus, fuck off, and at first was just like you said for me, also trying slowly growing on me, and he was my entertainment to go to. I was like, okay, all right, we'll give Baxter some shine here. And man, they didn't just give Baxter some shine. They gave Baxter a whole John Wick one take action shootout fight sequence. And I was like, what is happening? But entertainment action set piece wise, I did enjoy that. I did like him throwing down, even it was so odd. I hated the music throughout this show. I didn't like the score, especially when he finally was kicking ass and taking names. They had this weird, odd song that kind of didn't fit. If you guys are huge Billie Eilish fans, then you'll probably love the soundtrack to the series. But before that, they get captured by the Brotherhood to get put in prison, and Baxter's like, "We got to get the fuck out of here." But there were moments where I was like, adult Jade was always her acting performance was kind of always off and on. For me. Back. Am I back?
Yes.
Okay. Like that scene where she's talking to the leader of the Brotherhood, and she was, and he's all like, "Why do you want to stop this?" The leader. He's like, "This is all part of God's plan."
Yeah, the guy was crazy.
And then she's all like, "God's plan," and then she goes, "Well, then what the fuck are those?" I was like, "Oh, don't do that. Stop doing that. Stop it." Anyway, that's just a nitpick. But
I did like how they did reference the game, because our buddy Baxter said, "Hey, I'm the master of unlocking," because he found a way to get out of the jail. So a lot of people in the comments will probably know about that. But that scene you just showed, which was the chainsaw guy, that's in reference to Resident Evil 4, Dr. Salvador, which was awesome. I thought that was cool. And that guy, he put the chainsaw to one of those agents, and that was pretty gross.
Yeah, because they were basically using the zombies they captured as workers, like worker bees below, and they got to feed them. Yeah. They got to feed them somehow. But then we're also introduced to the Screamer, right?
Yeah. Was the Screamer? Wait, I'm trying to remember. Screamer,
the female zombie with the.
That's right. It was controlling all of them. Yeah. That's right. Okay.
And now I know about the Screamers from playing Resident Evil 6 with you.
That's right.
There you go, man. I was like, I got that reference.
Hey, but wait, we're gonna play that pretty soon, right?
Yeah, we're gonna play Resident Evil 6 tomorrow, guys, at 6 p.m. Pacific time on Radical Reggie's channel. We're gonna do some more gaming. I'm enjoying playing that. But action set piece wise, of course, they break out, and Baxter has his Fat Wick sequence. He busts out some Fat Wick, and then there's no guns left, so she just grabs the chainsaw, and I enjoyed this sequence right here. She just totally takes out. Well, she actually had a chance to escape. But she realized that, the Screamer, all those other zombies that are down there, they're responding to the Screamer. Every time she screams, they're like they're taking orders. And she was like, "We've never seen this before." Right. So she actually risks her life. It actually goes back in just to get the head of the Screamer. And gore hounds wise, y'all know I'm a gore hound. I love the gore and I love the blood in this sequence. And I loved how when she chainsawed the Screamer just bitch slapped her, and the Screamer was still coming towards her with the chainsaw still going. and the blood coming out. Again, like I was saying earlier, a positive to this series. There's some good gore in there, and you guys know I love my gore. And there's some pretty good practical effects once in a while. And this scene was a good example. So I feel a little bit better about this episode than episode 3, mostly because it featured some action set pieces that kept Samurai Guy awake.
But it did have some negatives.
Let's get to it.
Well, it's only one negative I had.
Okay.
And obviously we're talking about the show, so spoilers, folks. But
yeah,
one of our favorite characters didn't make it, unfortunately.
Oh yes, I was like, I'm finally.
I'm starting to like the guy.
Baxter's growing on me now, and you're gonna fucking kill him off.
Yeah.
Boo. Yeah.
Maybe there's a chance he survives because obviously you don't see him.
No way.
I don't know. They pulled him down. They didn't show him biting him. I don't think if I remember, they just pulled him down. But
there was like 40 zombies on him. I don't know, unless he had a backup weapon on him and he sprays them away. I don't know. But that was a downer, though. I agree.
Yeah, I was like, come on, you guys liking him now? You take him away from him.
Yeah. How you gonna kill Fat Wick, man? That's some bullshit. Hey, that's some bullshit right there. But no, that guy, I thought I was gonna hate him, man.
Yeah,
because he was so over the top and cartoony.
Way over the top.
I was just like, okay, he's the only entertainment I'm getting out of this entire show, and you kill him off. So, fuck you. Also, speaking of fuck you, if you guys were curious what Lady Fatblood was thinking while we were watching this show together, and Baxter says, "I am the master of unlocking." Line. Lady Fatblood right next to me said, "Fuck you" to the TV.
Damn.
Yeah, she's way Reggie. You're lucky she's not on the stream with us, man, because she's pretty brutal sometimes. But yeah, let's keep going here. Let's keep on going. So yeah, there was, in terms of entertainment, action set pieces, they had some stuff here to enjoy in episode 4. Even though everything else that was happening outside of this, for me, I really still wasn't giving a shit about. Let's see here. So episode 5. Home movies. All right. With Simon offering tech advice, Jade and Billy break into their father's laptop, where a chilling message leads them to a nightmarish discovery. I have one note. note.
Okay, well, this episode was pretty cool because it goes back to what made Resident Evil.
Okay.
The original Resident Evil games were survival horror games, but they also had puzzles.
Right.
Puzzles, sometimes if you do the puzzle right, the puzzles could kill you. One scene was a falling ceiling that would crush you if you didn't put something in place, stuff like that. So this episode I felt like was homage to that stuff, which I thought was pretty cool. Basically, in this episode, they find a message that was supposed to be sent to them if something happened to Wesker. Mm-hmm. They found it. So they found it because their friend hacked the message, and they decided to read it, and they start following the clues in the message. But the message is not supposed to be sent to them because Wesker's fine. So they start going around the house, finding all this different stuff and opening. Yeah. They open pretty much a door that they didn't know about, and it leads them to find some footage on a laptop of Lance and a soldier. I think, were they tranquilizing the woman, or they are the thing? I would say they basically had a conversation with Lisa Trevor. Those of you in the chat follow Resident Evil, I'm pretty sure you know who Lisa Trevor is. Right. Lisa Trevor is one of the failed experiments, and she's lived a long time, and she's so gross because what she does is she kills people and then puts their faces on her body, and oh gosh,
Right.
Anyway,
so we have right. They're seeing all this shady umbrella footage, and they're like, "What the hell is going on?" Right?
Yeah,
people getting killed, and the virus breaking out. Stuff's not looking well. But this is the Resident Evil fans should love this episode.
Yeah, I do,
because there's tons of Easter eggs. They go down, they play the piano, which unlocks stuff. They find a
Moonlight Sonata. Yep, that was awesome.
Right, they play all that stuff. Right. So Resident Evil fans, if you're watching this right now, you should absolutely love and adore episode 5, right? You should. However, Samurai Guy, I'm going to read my one. I took one note for this episode. And my one note says fan service / slumber party episode. And I get what they were trying to do. I get what they were trying to do. Right? Like, look, it worked for you, Reggie. You liked it, right?
I
And
loved
some
it.
people in chat right now, it worked for them.
Mm-hmm.
But Samurai Guy, I get what they were trying to do. I get it, fan service. But the whole entire episode, all I was seeing was, oh, we got our pajamas and PJs on. Let's go downstairs. Ooh, watch out for the camera. Oh, let's go up the stairs. Ooh.
In
Ooh,
the
let's go to the oh, let's sneak on the floor. Ooh. That's all I was experiencing the whole time. And I was like, end this. Again, different strokes for different folks. Okay. But that's the slumber party episode. I did not care about these two girls in their jammies just sneaking around the house like more. No. I think they could have did this better and have the girls do the exact same thing in a better way. I don't know. It's just me. But look, it worked for some people in chat. You guys enjoyed it, and it worked for Reggie. So there you go. It's just me.
Well, I think the girls are, a way to bring a younger audience in to like.
I hate them. I hate them. I never liked them, even towards the end of the show.
I actually like Billy. I think Billy's cool. I think Billy's cool.
All right.
Jade,
there you go.
Hopefully, I mean, if there's a season 2, maybe they'll work on her character. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I'm not a fan of Jade.
Okay. All right. You like Billy. Okay. Let's keep it rock and roll. I don't think anything else happened in that episode.
Well, what happened in that episode, Wesker, Lance caught them. And, and they, he was trying to tell them some stuff. But, of course, Jade was being defiant. And I think Jade or Billy that, Billy actually knocked Wesker out and they tied him up. And that's when they asked him the questions about themselves. And, it was like a revealing episode, I guess, like information about how they were born, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. It was the blood. They found out.
They found the blood, yeah.
Right. They found out that he has been they asked him, why have you been holding our blood?
But why would they even care so much though? That's the thing. It's so weird. Like they're teens, like who cares?
Yeah.
But okay.
Yeah, I know. But he, the big reveal, we'll just forward to it. The big reveal is he was, experimenting on them, but as well as honing their blood to help him. You want to explain that? How he keeps injecting?
I'll try to. Since he is I guess we're going forward. So
we could Wesker, just for now, it's fine. We could jump forward for a sec.
I mean, Wesker is a clone. Right. Being that he is a clone, he ages differently.
Right.
So he the only way he could come up with a cure to save himself was to he created the girls, but he loves them too. But he also uses them to keep himself alive. So their blood, by injecting himself, he keeps himself alive. So at first he needed an injection maybe every 30 days, and then as time goes on, he needs them more and more. So that's why he has them stored like that.
Right. No, excellent. Very, very, very well done, Reggie.
Okay. Gotta remember.
Me, I'm like, I just fix the thing and just, that's it. That's my explanation of what's going on. So yeah, they're pissed. They're pissed. They're not happy. They're like, what the hell is
They're
going
overly
on?
Pissed, but I guess they just throw that into the show. Like,
wouldn't have not been pissed. Episode 6, Someone's Little Girl. Following a shocking reunion, Jane finds her way back to her family. Later, she and Armita make a potentially life-altering discovery. All right. So Billy lets Jade go.
Mm-hmm. And this is after, I don't know if we said this earlier, but
adult Jade. Adult Billy.
Adult Billy was revealed at the end of the beginning of the 5th episode.
Right.
End of the 5th episode.
It ended. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
Thank you for putting that in there.
Yep.
But she's like, she's just at the time, adult Billy's like, I'm just posing just to get in, just to infiltrate.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna let you go. But she has actual, a different motive for really letting her go, which you'll find out later. So at this point, adult Jade reunites with her family on the what do they call it? They called the ship, the group, that whole group. They called them, the university. The university. That's what they called that group.
Okay.
So which is on a ship. So this ship is a life of luxury, man.
Mm-hmm.
In this
That's right.
post-apocalyptic world,
Yeah.
this ship, man, you got nice rooms. Everybody's chilling. There's
Mm-hmm.
food. There's a science lab, you know what I'm saying, where adult Jade and her assistant work on some shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so calm and nice on this ship that even, we got to spend some time with adult Jade's younger daughter and her piano recital.
Mm-hmm.
We got to do that. And I'm sitting there like, what's happening, Reggie? What is going on? Well, anyway,
Yeah, I mean, I kind of fell off on this episode a little bit.
yeah,
I'll just get to the part. I remember them going. She had to go. She went in the water searching. She got back, and I remember that the zombie got loose that she brought back with her. And
right, because her and her assistant they had the screamer zombies ahead,
right,
and she was
it
playing
like it
around with them.
activated.
What's up?
It felt like it activated another zombie, though, right?
Well, there was a whole bunch of zombies still just floating in the ocean.
Okay.
But that they experimented on the screamer zombie because she was messing around with the pheromone because she realized that she could use it to humanity's advantage because you can actually we could use it as humans to target other people or to keep the zombies away, like signal it to a certain area. So once she figured that out, because she was like, we're outnumbered, there's more zombies than us, so let's try to learn to live with them for now, but if we can send them away to a certain point using that pheromone, it's all good. So she wanted to experiment that, so she got one of the zombies out of the water, she brought it back into the ship, tied up the zombie, and she told her daughter stay there, and she sprayed herself with the invisible zombie perfume, and she gets closer just to see if everything works. And the daughter comes out of there because she's a stupid little kid, and the zombie sees the daughter, goes crazy.
Yeah,
I like
tears
the
up.
look. I like another positive. I like the look of the zombie, of this female zombie just going crazy, rampant through the ship. I wanted everyone to die on the ship, but we didn't get that. But but
You
her,
did.
but Jade's assistant,
And close, a good
who they
friend.
had to let us know before she died that she was pregnant.
Yeah.
That's not lazy writing or anything.
Yeah.
So she gets killed. They everyone's pissed off. They throw this was all really adult Jade's fault. This was her fault.
Here's
It
another
was.
dumb scene from that. Because so when the zombie attacks the woman, kills her, Jade's friends with the woman's husband, her assistant's husband.
Right.
And as soon as her husband finds his wife dead, she says, "Oh, this is my fault. I'm so sorry." Why the hell would you say anything like that? This guy is already not in his mind because he just see his wife is dead, and she says that. I was like, that was such a dumb scene. And the guy grabs a gun, is about to shoot her. And I was just like, what a horrible scene that was.
Yeah,
because why?
that was
if that happened, you don't say anything. I mean, he's in shock.
Yeah, what do you do? Yeah. So anyway, they throw her in the bunker. They lock her up for now. But yeah, let's keep on going here.
All right, so episode 7, which is probably my favorite episode.
It's my favorite. Hold on.
Yeah,
dude, you guys, no bullshitting. This is also my favorite episode of the show. You know why? Because motherfucking Blade shows up. Motherfucking Blade. It is confirmed here on That Fat Samurai Guy's channel. MCU Marvel crossover. Blade shows up. Oh, come on. You know that was coming. Reggie, come on. You knew that was coming.
The first thing I thought when I saw that was not Blade, because I played the Resident Evil games. I knew that was like the original Wesker, pretty much. See the outfit, I saw it. But somebody who hadn't played Resident Evil or know what Wesker looks like, I can understand them thinking maybe Blade.
It's the hair, bro. If he was still bald, maybe it would have worked. But it's that hair. But it's Samurai Guys just having fun. But again, it's the Lance Reddick show. So we're going back in time to 2005 now, to the Wesker compound, which unfortunately gets discovered by Umbrella, and then things go badly. Talk about that scene.
So basically, Wesker, the children's father, it shows him working in a laboratory in the Arclay Mountains, and then you find out that he has brothers, and you find out these brothers are actually clones. So he is the first clone. Andy is the second clone, and then Bert is the third clone. Now Bert is a little bit like more, like I told you guys, they age differently. So he kind of like more has a kid mind and everything like that. So in the first episode, he puts a chicken shrimp burrito in the microwave, and it blows up. So, so Wesker comes downstairs and says, "Dude, what the heck, man? That smell's never going to go away." You know, and then you kind of get the feel of how they treat each other, but they care about each other because they're brothers. Right. And right when they're all talking and everything like that, Wesker, the original Wesker, comes in there. He's putting them to work. He created them to put them to work for him because they have his mind, so they have his intelligence, so they can work for him. Mm-hmm. He pretty much punks them. He goes up to Andy. He says, "Have this." He said, "Have this done by this time," and then he goes up to our Wesker, which is the children's father. He asks him, "So, hey, when are you gonna have this ready?" He stands up to Wesker like that, and you think it's like something's gonna happen. Right. He said, "I'll have it for you tomorrow," and Wesker looks at him like, and he says, "I'll have it to you by today." Like he's punking him without punking him. You know, like he knew. Yeah. Then he goes to Bert. Bert is the child. He's listening to music. He doesn't like that, so you can tell he's tortured. Poor Bert. Yeah. He goes up to him, and he looks like he's about to cut off his finger, but Bert says, "Hey, I won't listen to music again," so he lets him go. But right when that happens, the Umbrella people come down there and they infiltrate the whole place. And Wesker, they try to kill Wesker. He kills them. Then he knows he can't take them all, so he tries to kill the clones. He kills Andy, unfortunately, but Bert and Wesker are still left alive. But while he escapes, and Evelyn comes, and she pretty much rescues them, and then the story kind of goes from there, from that point on.
Right. But yeah, it was definitely an entertaining scene.
It was, because you get to see Wesker's action.
You get to see Wesker's action. I have to admit it, even though I was checked out from the story, I enjoyed that scene. And Lance, again, killing it. Yeah. Killing it, playing all these different personalities. He was definitely cracking me up. But yeah, let's go back to 7 here. So Jade is locked in the bunker, so she tells her daughter, grab, there's a secret bag underneath my, it's like a survival bag. It's underneath my bed. You and your father need to escape, because she knows Umbrella's coming. Which ends up going horribly wrong, and which we'll talk about a little bit later. Uncle Bert is hilarious. Uncle Bert ends up posing as their father, the kid's father. We're going back in time again. Young Jade and young Billy. He picks them up from school and poses as their dad. And of course, they're just like, he acts so differently. You saw the way he was eating them breadsticks at the Italian restaurant. Man, that was hilarious.
Everybody had their own basket.
Yeah, just Lance's performance is really, again, like I said, he's the glue to keep watching. But eventually they find out it's bullshit. He can't hold it anymore, so he tells them what's really going on. And then they end up, they have their real father, Albert, captured, and they're experimenting on him and kind of forcing him to do their bidding. But they end up all getting captured by Umbrella, and you get to see Uncle Bert throw down for a little bit.
He's got some serious skills.
Yes. I forgot to mention earlier in episode 5 the big reveal of why adult Jade keeps getting in these death scenarios. She's falling 60 feet and living, or getting slammed by a kaiju, and she's fine. Her father, when when they had him tied up, he says, "I made you strong." That's it. That's all you get. That's all you get, guys.
Yeah, he made him a certain way.
That's it. I made you strong. That's it. That's all we're gonna get. The university end up bartering with Umbrella. They end up making a trade. They give Jade up. And let's talk about the big reveal. Oh, before we get the big reveal here, now I got to talk about the dancing scene, right?
Yeah, go for it. Help yourself.
So at this point, I was like, "What?" Evelyn starts dancing, just cutting the rug here, and I'm sitting here watching like, what is happening? What is happening, Reggie? What is happening? Now, that was my reaction. Reggie, what was your reaction to the dancing sequence?
I mean, it was out of place for me, but it let us know that Evelyn wasn't in control anymore. She's obviously dead but being controlled. She looks exactly the same like she did in the past. Minus
Right.
some makeup issues. But I thought the scene was. I don't know. I don't love it. I don't hate it.
Yeah.
But it's not anything I would want to like see again. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. Right.
It just kind of takes away from what's going on. Like it's like a comical moment, but it doesn't fit.
Well, like, other people have mentioned that their Resident Evil games do have their camp moments,
Mm-hmm.
but this show was pretty much had the tone of dead serious, with a
Right.
few moments that were funny, mostly because, like, from Uncle Bert or something like that, you get a few moments, but it was a dead serious tone. So for this to come out of nowhere, it was really like for me a what the fuck moment.
Right.
But who's controlling her, Reggie?
Billy, adult Billy,
Dun
which
dun
I think
dun.
she's pretty cool.
Yes, we have adult Billy here, and you find out that she let Jade go earlier, basically to
To
find
find out
out where the
where she's
university
going.
was, and because they got supplies, they got all kinds of shit that she needs, and she can continue her experiments. But then, what does Jade do after that? Adult Jade.
She uses the screamer zombie.
Pheromone, yeah.
Yeah, the feral, yeah, and to lead the zombies to attack them. But it was a crazy scene because Billy still got the drones, and the
Hmm.
drones are just killing everybody, even her own people. It was a crazy scene. Like everyone was getting killed. So she ends up killing everybody,
Right.
and I think Jade gets away. But what ends up happening is I don't remember if it was this episode, but Jade gets away, but then her daughter is missing.
Right.
Our
Because
daughter took, yeah,
she followed her orders. She took the bag and left. So she's actually she's actually on land. The daughter is.
yeah, the younger
Uh,
daughter, and
mhm.
that is this the episode where the alligator comes out towards the end?
Let's see here. No, it's episode 8. It's the very last
I'm sorry,
episode.
I
No, it's
mean
okay.
skip ahead. It's just hard. It's confusing sometimes, but
Yeah.
yeah, the end of this episode, the daughter ends up missing, and I feel like this episode it was my favorite because of Lance. Still, when you go back to the past and the
Hmm.
acting, I love that stuff, man. Like it's just Lance Reddick. He was
Yeah.
on it, man. That
Yeah.
that scene will always be memorable to me with the Wesker scene. Um,
Right when we get to the end, yeah. But yeah, like you were saying, Jade escapes in the beginning. Billy uses the drones to finish the zeros off.
mm,
Jade releases a croc, so apparently the virus can make insects and animals huge, which is why we had a giant caterpillar in the beginning of the show. And the university ship was dragging with them a giant croc, uh,
mm.
because uh, because because fan service. So Billy,
Yep.
she releases the croc
Or
on
Jade,
land
Jade.
to go. Yeah. Jade releases the croc on land to fuck with Billy. The croc uh, basically starts to come towards adult Jade's younger daughter. Then he turns into a Disney character
Mm-hmm.
and it sleeps and kind of cuddles up next to her. And of course, it's explained lazily later.
Yeah.
Well, we Weskers, we experiment on each other and the different smells are the lazy writing. Come on, guys. Come on.
I'll, I'll,
Plot,
I'll
plot armor, the movie, the writing.
yeah, I'll
Go
say
ahead.
another lazy writing moment too. We were looking forward to seeing the tyrant because they showed the tyrant in one of the episodes, like in the tube. And by the time the series is over,
Yeah.
you just see a hand. That was pretty weak.
They're
That's,
saving it for this second season. So, yeah. But we'll talk about the tyrant too.
if,
But
if there's a second season, I hope.
right. So Billy easily defeats the gator or the
Mm-hmm.
croc, whatever the fuck. She easily defeats it, which was kind of pointless. And then we have the standoff here between adult Jade and adult Billy. But yeah, let's go ahead and go there. She's got a gun on her. She ends up shooting adult Jade once she realizes, because of lazy writing,
She
that
doesn't
her
need her.
daughter has more abilities than she has. So she's like, well, I don't need you anymore, Jade. So she shoots Jade, takes the daughter. Meanwhile, we're flashbacking to young Jade and young Billy. We have some more over the top bad acting from Reggie's
No,
favorite
man,
character.
she did good. She was good.
No, man, I was hurting, but no, it's all good. But at this point, she's pissed, and let everybody know why she's pissed.
Well, there's a lot of reasons why she's pissed.
The main reason, if you don't remember, I can tell you.
Well, I was going over the super reason.
Go ahead, go for it.
She finds out that her son is infected,
right?
Which is
because,
crazy.
Because Billy, young Billy took her 8 episodes to finally turn, just to find out that she's immune to it for some reason.
Yeah.
Okay. And then she ends up biting because she still has these rage issues because of the virus. So young Billy bites her son, turns her zombie, and Albert Wesker. They kind of broke out. Him and Uncle Bert, they're breaking out right now. And Albert Wesker's like, "Look, let my daughters go, and I can save your son." And she just shoots her son in the head.
Yeah,
she's like,
you knew it was coming because the scene was so like it dragged out. You're like, dude, she's gonna just kill him, and she did. I knew it.
Now, is this the son?
No, that's the tyrant.
Okay. I know the son got shot in the head, but I don't know if there was some experiments involved or whatnot. And then they go their separate ways towards the end there. But let's go back to Uncle Bert. Oh, let's get to your emotional scene with Lance. Go ahead and tell about the finale there.
Well, pretty much at the end of at Resident Evil, something always has to blow up. So they end up having the guards were chasing them. They were trying to escape, so they had to blow up the laboratory, and somebody had to stay behind to make sure it happened. Albert was going to do it, but then Bert stepped up and said, "Hey, I'll do it because you got a family." But Albert said, "No, man, you've been locked up here for all these years, man. It's time for you to live." So Wesker stayed there to light to make it blow up. Evelyn came in there too. And she saw what he's about to do. She got out safely. Everybody else got killed, but he blew the laboratory up so they could get away and they could stop Evelyn. So it was like a sad moment because even though the daughters treated him bad, I felt they finally had this moment together. Yeah. I mean, more so Jade than Billy.
Right.
I mean, Jay was horrible. Man, I keep going back to the laptops and throwing his laptop. That's like something a bully would do, to a kid at school. Like, get this out of here. Like, what the heck?
Yeah.
So they finally had a moment because I thought Jade was way too hard on Wesker, like treating like he was the enemy the whole time. When he wasn't, but that's how they wrote it.
Yeah.
So that was a sad moment, you know, and I feel like it's sad because we won't get to see if they do season 2, we won't get to see Albert. Anymore. Wesker. We'll get to see Bert Wesker. Right. If you like Bert Wesker, but not Albert, unfortunately. So
Bert Wesker's comedy. But I don't know. I don't know.
First and last name. Finally.
I know. I don't know. We didn't technically see Albert blow up.
Well,
I know it's kind of like you got to suspend your disbelief if he got out, but
I mean, he was right there. I mean,
yeah.
Maybe.
Trap door come out of nowhere.
Yeah, something like
that. But they're driving away in Uncle Bert's car. That's right. And Jade pulls out a note, and you want to explain what's on the note there?
The note, yes. For those of you who love this character from Resident Evil 2, it's a letter telling her how to reach Ada Wong. Yeah.
Yes.
So Ada Wong.
And I guarantee you, Ada Wong will not look like this in season 2.
Oh, wow.
No, she's not going to look like this. They're going to cover her up because it's offensive. Right. But we'll see what's going on. We'll see what's going on with that. But that's it, I believe. Oh no! After the daughter gets taken by adult Billy, and the camera zooms out as if adult Jade was going to die. But if you've been watching the whole show, there is a thing again called plot armor, and she's not going to die. Come on. There was no tension or suspense there. She's not going to die.
No.
She gets up and looks angrily, pout of fury. That's right. She looks angry at the camera because she's going back for revenge and she's going to get her daughter. And then it goes to credits and we hear more Billie Eilish music, which I love. Give me some more of that Billie Eilish music. Yeah. Y'all know I'm bullshit. I'm just having fun. All right, but that is it for the first season of Resident Evil 1. Before we rate this son of a bitch, I want all you guys in chat right now. That's right. In chat right now. I want you guys to rate it. That's right. Rate what you think Resident Evil Season 1 is for you. How do you you liked it, you hated it, or whatever. And after this is live and all you guys are watching, thanks again for tuning in. Let us know in the comments as well. Will you guys rate the show? You loved it? It was average, or you fucking hated it? So let's go ahead and rate this. I will let. Oh, well, before we do that, like Reggie pointed out, there may not be a second season. This is the review scores for Rotten Tomatoes audience, and IMDb. So it's possible there won't be a second season. Now this is what I found today. So this show's been out for a whole entire weekend, and this score is still this, which is not good. However, there are some people that did love it. We have the Guardian here. We have the Guardian here. This article is from Lucy Mangan. I apologize if I said the name wrong. And it says, Resident Evil review, you will binge watch like never before. This gory cliffhanger-packed video game adaptation is 8 hours of mindless, blood-soaked zombie fun. Just what you need to forget about 2022. So there you go. So there are positive reviews out there for the show. I don't know how much that person got paid, but I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with you, Reggie. To say that, but it's all good.
Well, the binge watch like never before was a little bit like that's too much. Like you just binge watching. Like no, you're not gonna binge watch this. Like I don't know, it's whatever.
Yeah. But I just wanted to show that it's not just bad reviews out there. There are some people that do like it. I had people message me that did watch the show, and they really loved it. And they understand the flaws with it. Like they get it. They understand the flaws. They understand why people didn't like it. But they themselves still staying true to themselves, and that's what we recommend you guys do. They still really loved it. Okay. So those people exist too. They're not just Resident Evil bias, right? I mean, like they understand, there's some things they could have did better, but they really enjoyed themselves and looking forward for season 2. So there it exists. It exists. Some people love it, some people hate it. All right, now let's go ahead and get to our reviews here just for fun. Reggie, remember C in our channel's average? C is average. What are you giving from the Radical One himself? What are you giving Resident Evil Season 1?
Out of a grading system like that,
but you could do C plus, C minus, and C is average, B is obviously better than.
It's kind of funny, I don't feel like it deserves an A because of like certain issues with the acting and stuff, but the production values were great. It kept me watching, I would give it a B plus.
Okay, there you go. B plus from the Radical One himself. He enjoyed himself. He really liked it. And that's all that matters. That's all that matters. All right. And again, before I give my rating, I did say some positive. Looks like we're lagging. Baxter, when he finally got entertaining to watch, I did enjoy his shenanigans until he got taken out. Again, like Reggie said, production value and the makeup effects, the gore effects. I don't really remember any really bad CGI blood. Do you? I don't really remember that if it was there, which is a plus, right? You don't any bad CGI blood that sticks out. So those are all the positives. And we have here that bad, Reggie. Look at there. We have Gene here giving it a 6 out of 10.
Okay.
That's not terrible. Look at this. Nate Dogs gives a 6.5 out of 10.
There you go.
Look at that. We got some positives right there. Awesome. Look at that. That's right. It's all that matters. You guys enjoyed yourselves. But for me, unfortunately, the negatives, outweigh the positives for a samurai guy. I hate to be a party pooper. I hate to be a Debbie Downer, but I got to be honest. And Reggie knows I'm always honest. I fucking hated everything else. I was done with episode 1. I was checking. Like, hey, there's got to be something I can watch. All right, there's Lance. Lance just walked in the room. I didn't care about what the kids said for the past 30 minutes, but Lance walked in the room. Okay, let me pay attention to Lance. Okay, Lance, I'm watching. I'm in. All right. Oh, we got some good action scene here. Okay, cool. I'm like, oh, the giant spiders. Let's go. I had to grasp at shit to get me through the end because I did not care about the past characters and the real time characters of Jade. I still didn't care about her. They give you, oh, she's got a child, she's got a husband, oh, love, and she's a great person. I just me. That's just me. That's just me. Now, do I think they have potential to do a better job in season 2? Yes. I think if they actually listen to the fans and listen to what the fans liked and what the fans didn't like, I think it's possible, right? What do you think?
He's already got it written out how he wants to do season 2, so I think it'd be improves on some of the issues that some people have with the first season. Right. It'll be fine. I'll be tuning in, because I'm looking forward to seeing how it turns out. Because, like I said, I feel like their heart is in the right place for the series, honestly. So I'll be looking forward to it.
There you go. Reggie's looking forward to it, and I don't know, Reggie. Do you want to watch it with me and talk about it, or you're gonna be leery now?
About what, Resident Evil?
Season 2, yeah. Do you want to talk about it again?
You kidding me? I'm not backing down. No way.
Well, Samurai Guy, despite what I'm about to show my rating is for this show, I will review it if Reggie wants to do it. I will watch the show.
I'll review it with you if your rating is high enough. We'll change that around. If your rating is good, then we'll watch it. We'll do another one of
these. There you go. Okay. So there are terms. There are terms to season 2. All right. Here's my... Hold on. If you guys are wondering what Lady Fatblood thought of the show, this was my message. This was part of my message I sent Reggie after I watched the first episode, but we didn't talk any more after that because we wanted to talk about it tonight. But here's what Lady Fatblood thought, if you guys are curious.
With all that said, me having a very open mind, I really hope this Lady Fatblood.
This show is trash.
So there you go. I'm sure you guys were wondering. I know. There you go. I got to play for the members there. But yeah, another negative for me, the action set pieces in episode 3 and 4. I feel like the show dipped in terms after that, like in terms of like action set pieces to keep me invested. There was really nothing really else. Right. The crocodile scene was average, and the drones killing the zombies, that was really it. We didn't really have a climax, because you have the slow motion one take. In terms of action set pieces, I think the show kind of failed on that. In terms of excitement, but that's just me. Okay. All right, Samurai Guy's turn to rate it. Here we go. Sorry, Reggie. I'm sorry. I gotta be honest.
Forget any other review than with Reggie. Like, unbelievable, dude.
That's it. This is the last time you're gonna see Reggie on the channel.
That's messed up, man.
Look, I just got a message. I have been blocked. I have been blocked on Facebook and Instagram. Reggie just blocked me.
A D-.
Damn it. Yeah, man. I couldn't do it. I'm sorry. I tried. I really tried. But, like I showed up in... Everybody's laughing. Like I showed up in chat. Some people in chat liked it. There's some good reviews out there, and Reggie loved it. So it's up to you guys now, right? You heard my negatives. You heard Reggie's positives. All right. So it's up to you. Still interesting to you. By all means, find out for yourself. Go to Netflix, watch it. You may love it. Now, keep in mind, Radical Reggie, huge fan of the games. That's right. knows all the lore, and he still loved it. So you might also. All right, there you go. All right, who else we have here tonight? All right, thank you all badasses for watching. Keep playing games. Say goodbye to Reggie. This is last time he'll be here on the channel. I have been banished from the land. I have been blocked. No media glitch crew entry. That's it. I'm banished. It's over. Reggie. Hold on. Are we back now? Are we back?
You're back, yeah.
Streaming tonight has been a pain in the butt. All right, guys. Thanks again for watching. Again, check it out for yourselves. You might like it. And we'll see you on the next one. Take care.